Good morning, everyone. How's my audio sounding? We finally have a picture. We are at Bristol and we can see aircraft. This fog has just lifted all of a sudden in the last sort of 15-20 minutes. Oh, it's great to be able to see stuff rather than just hear it. But welcome to Bristol, everyone. I hope you're all good. Just bear with me, I'm just getting a couple of things going in the background. I'll just leave you with the airfield for now. We've got a EasyJet A320 about to head out shortly, and that's holding short at the moment, so I can only assume we have an incoming aircraft. I'm just trying to sort out my flight tracking app, so I've got everything I need in front of me. So just bear with me, but very good morning to everyone. Let's see what we've got here. We've got Innsbruck Morse 85. Webbo, good to see you. I hope you're all doing very well this morning. So a lot of aircraft which have been arriving in the fog. They've been using full runway to stop, going full runway and then doing a U-turn and heading back to the terminal. We are at the threshold of 09, but they are coming in westerly in front of us. Morning, Alex from sunny Swindon. Yeah, I hear everywhere, but exactly where I am is sunny right now. Always the way though, when you're a few, 600 odd feet above sea level, then you're asking for some atmospheric conditions. But lovely to be at Bristol this morning and bring you this. And as that fog lifts, where you're looking at that EasyJet Airbus A319 at the moment, you would see all of the 7 estuary. It's an amazing backdrop. Great when they're on 09 ops because you get them sitting at the threshold there. Lovely backdrop. We've got our first aircraft heading out of Bristol. We're going to get that going out in just a second. Just like that, puff. The cloud is going though. I can actually see the 7 estuary now, so it's getting there, and we should be able to see them climb above at least 50-100 feet. But we're going to get some airside ops going on. We've actually got airside out on the runway at the moment. And as for the wind, you can see there, not a lot of it today. Easterly wind. I'm just going to get a couple of bits ready in the background. I had to obviously follow that one in and that one out, so bear with me, guys. But great to see you all here this morning. I hope you're all doing very well. I'm going to go through the comments very, very shortly. Just give me 30 seconds just to do a couple of things in the background. So that last aircraft in, that was obviously one of EasyJet's A320s. I know I said A319s, A320s from Edinburgh. Just a 56-minute hop. We had a whole slog of exiting aircraft this morning when I arrived. There must have been about at least 15, one after the other heading out, and of course I could only hear them, couldn't see them. But we're going to get some more going out in the next couple of hours and arriving aircraft as well. But loads going on airside at Bristol today. We're going to get a bit of movement on the ground, refueling, and all the other bits that go with airside ops. Now we do have an incoming aircraft which is due in about 8 minutes. That's one of Sun Express's Boeing 737-800s from Antalya in Turkey. We'll get that one coming in very, very shortly. But let's have a look, see who's in the stream with us today. We've obviously got Webbo, we said hello to you already, and Alex as well. Amanda Jones is here as well. Good morning to you, Amanda. Feel free to drop any comments in, guys. Great to read anything you have to say out. Say hello to you. Maybe someone's travelling from Bristol today. Have you travelled from Bristol before? I'm not sure if this is your local airport at all. It's actually one of my local airports. I've flown out of here quite a few times. My wife actually flew out of here this morning, and I was hoping to catch her on the live stream. Obviously that didn't materialise. She was heading off to Venice with Ryanair with the mother-in-law. But I've flown out of here personally loads of times, to all kinds of places. To the States, I've done the TUI Dreamliner. I've also flown with Continental before they merged obviously with United many years ago. We're on one of their 757-200s to New York. That was pretty special. I'd love to see that kind of stuff happen again in the future. I know Bristol are working on bringing international travel to North America back here as they go through expansion and looking to add additional routes. But the fog is lifting, which is great news. I'm just going to pan round to the left, just show you a little bit about the aircraft. And at the top here, which is the highest point of the airfield, lovely touchdown point, especially when they're coming in on 09s. They come over the estuary, which is over the back of this, behind this backdrop, and down onto the threshold in front of us. They will also taxi up close here as well to get nice close-ups of the crew flying the aircraft, even maybe a few passengers' faces through the window as they're sometimes waving, sometimes probably hoping that they're going to get to their destination as quick as possible. But fantastic airport. Lots going on here generally. We've got a little bit of a gap in operations at the moment. You can see we've got a few aircraft on stand at the terminal. We've also got to the right of us, I probably can't show you from this location, but maybe another behind this field of solar panels behind the trees. We've got the where all the GA aircraft are, got some business jets, and we've also got health care emergency there as well. It's bizarre. Coming here today, I thought my biggest problem was going to be heat haze, and it was fog. So I'm sure that will swap over and change at some point soon. These clouds will break and the sun will break through. That sun's obviously helping get rid of all the moisture which is hanging around as fog around this airport. But at 600, I think it's 600 feet or 600 meters above sea level, it is prone for fog. So Alex saying, I fly out of here in June off to Kos. First ever flight was out of here. Oh, where was your first flight out of here, Alex? And Kos sounds fantastic, especially right now. I could do with a bit of heat. This cloud is definitely soaking up any heat behind it from the sunshine. So it'd be great to have some of that here. But I'd love to hear about all your first flights. It doesn't have to be from Bristol. It could be anywhere. It could be any airfield. In the UK or even abroad, wherever you're watching from, and don't hold back. Let us know where you're watching from today. It's great to see where you're all watching from in the world. Great thing about technology is we can obviously see, we can communicate and watch together wherever you may be. I'm just dropping down the ND filter on here because it doesn't need. We're not in any sunshine at the moment like we normally are at Heathrow. So we've got an imminent arrival, just a minute out. We've got that Antalya to Bristol flight with Sun Express. We hopefully might just see it break through the clouds. See, those landing lights will peek through first. Right, still waiting for that Sun Express to come through the cloud level. But as I mentioned before, really good thing about having this low level cloud is all the aircraft are taxiing to the end of the runway, so they're going to be right up in front of us, and we can get those nice close-up shots as they make their turn back down to the main terminal. Right, there we go. So that's Sun Express all the way over from sunny Turkey, from Antalya. 4 hours and 13-minute flight. I've been to Turkey a few times. It's not the shortest flights. 4 hours ago, that would have been an early in the morning flight back here, because they are 2 hours ahead. That would be that horrible 2 in the morning flight, wouldn't it? Where you got to stay up all day, all through midnight, then get to the airport and try and survive, try and find a few hours sleep on that flight back. Morning Tina, great to see you in the stream. Hope you're doing good. Guys, if you want to help support the stream, a like in today's show would be absolutely phenomenal. And if you're new here, obviously a subscription to the channel would be amazing as well. Thank you. So that cloud level is rising very, very slowly, but we'll get there relatively soon. You can see in the cloud in the background the sun desperately trying to poke through, and I can even feel it now, the temperature getting warmer here. I stupidly thought I could turn up in shorts and t-shirt today, and it was absolutely freezing when I got here. So appreciating the slightly warmer weather already. Here's your next arrival into Bristol. Reverse is still wide open. Of course, they're not doing most of the braking on this aircraft. It is very manual, and it's on those discs, sat on those wheels, but every little helps. But these aircraft using full runway this morning, including this Ryanair 737 MAX 8. So this particular Ryanair with the shorter hop from Faro, just a couple of hours. We have got airside ops and fire crew heading up the active. Now I'm not sure if this is just procedure or training, or if they are deliberately following that Ryanair aircraft. So we've got three units plus a support vehicle. So I'm not sure if this is normal procedure, guys. I haven't seen this at Bristol before. These guys have to train. That's it, full throttle. Yeah, this looks very much like training procedure. Great to see it though. And the actual fire station here at the airport is just off to their right. So I'm sure they will disappear shortly if this is just training, which I'm sure it is. Yeah, they're still doing full length of the runway. I'm sure they will be back up again shortly if they're continuing that process on. But we've got that Sun Express which just arrived recently. We'll get some of those passengers getting off very, very shortly and heading off ready to be refilled and turned round back out. Yes, Amanda Jones, yes, I do remember that, yeah. Yeah, that was impressive. That was a lot of steps. So as that one Faro flight comes in, another one's leaving to the same destination. Fire crew coming back up again. This is great. How often do you get to see this close up? Yeah, they're heading off to the station, which is just in front of this lead vehicle, unless they're doing a full circle. Yeah, they've disappeared off to my right, back to their HQ. But nice to see. Don't often see that kind of stuff going on ahead of you unless it's a full-blown emergency. Oh yeah, chocolate oaty biscuits, that sounds perfect. Oh, that's a shame. So just behind this solar array in front of us, where the fire stations, I can actually see them giving the hoses a good go as well. Water spurting out straight in the air. But more vehicles out on the active. I think Saturday mornings must be training session in between movements. Like I said, when I got here this morning, very, very early, my wife flew out this morning with Ryanair to Venice. A host of aircraft ready and queuing to go out. Unfortunately, the fog did win. but the fog's lifted now and it's clearing and clearing. We should actually get some proper and more thorough departures. So we've got EasyJet holding at the threshold of 27. Probably just waiting for this procedure to finish. Go, he's going for it. Go on. I would like a go at that. So we have got an incoming aircraft, which is one of EasyJet's A320s from Belfast. That's just a few minutes out. I can't imagine why this EasyJet to Faro would be waiting for that. That's plenty of time to get out, and it is on the move now. So we'll get that one going out just shortly. Oh, listen to those CFM 56s. Full chat. Like buzzsaws. And straight into that low cloud base. So I can actually hear airside ops behind me over the threshold of 09s firing off anything that I can guess they can get their hands on to shoo away birds. And lots of that around here because it is very, very rural. It is out in the middle of nowhere. We've got another aircraft heading up to the active, and we've also got one due to land very, very shortly, which is the EasyJet from Belfast. Thanks, Tina. That's great. Yeah, if you want to support the stream, guys, the best you can do is like the like the show, and if you are new here, a subscription to the channel would be phenomenal. Thank you. Flaps retracting. And just like that, gone into that low cloud base, which is disappearing. I can see the 7 estuary in the background, so that's definitely positive signs. I see we've got another new people in the chat. Bye, Mari. Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Let me know, guys, if you've flown from Bristol before. Really interested to know if you're familiar with the airport, where you've travelled to, what airline. Perhaps it's perhaps an airline which is unfortunately no longer with us. I've personally flown with a few airlines from here. Including some which were around previous to mergers. I've flown with Continental from here before it became merged with United, which was to New York on one of their 757-200s. Hi, Louise. So that Ryanair is on its way to the active, one of their 737-800s. That one heading to Valencia in Spain.
John is very particular. He likes his own space. Right. And because he's on call a lot, you know, yeah, he'd hate the thought that he'd feel really awkward about coming and going at funny times. And, okay. You know what I mean? I've offered free accommodation whenever he wants it. But he just thought, no, like just like kind of actual nature. No, just something like that.
Yeah, indeed, Louise. Great to see the fog lifting, and that cloud base should be lifting and disappearing shortly. As I feel the sun coming through already. The temperature's gone way up, so I'm pleased to hear, because I am in shorts and t-shirt, which wasn't ideal this morning. So we've got that Ryanair heading out just in a second. To Valencia. We'll get that one going out and follow that one out of here. Straight up into that cloud base. But definitely getting better, because I can actually see them starting to retract the gear. Couldn't see that before. Morning, Ken. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing well. So just to give you a bit of information about the airfield here, so there's obviously Bristol. We're about 620 odd feet above sea level, which is why fog can be a problem at this airfield. But it's beautiful scenery here. It is in the middle of the countryside. We're probably about 8 to 10 miles from Bristol itself. And if I pan round to the left, there's a phenomenal backdrop. If you've got arrivals coming in this way on 09, you have the backdrop of the Severn Estuary, which is becoming more and more visible. But if you've got the sun or a nice sunset on there, it's absolutely stunning. But this part of the runway, this threshold here on 09, that is the highest point of the runway. If you are travelling down the M5 motorway, so just below Avonmouth, before you get to Clevedon, you will see the end of the runway up on the hill. You will see a couple of lights up here, and it's great when you see aircraft taking off or even coming in over the Severn Estuary and landing here at Bristol. There's a few airlines which operate out of here, including business jets, GA kind of stuff. Main airlines operate out of here are your TUI's, Jet2, Ryanair and EasyJet, and we've also see the Sun Express earlier from Turkey. They also have it's also home here to Gamma Aviation, who provides medical care. So they have the medical helicopters. When they get called out, they're generally coming from here. We've seen them come out quite a few times landing and heading out of the airport. And you also get a lot of military stuff land here as well. I've seen the Red Arrows land here before, and because of the short runway, it's a good opportunity for military to practice touch and goes. All sorts of just behind us, we've actually got airside ops who are trying to disperse birds. It sounds like someone who's snoring, but let me show you a bit of that.
Some proper kit.
It's all right, isn't it? Better than a phone. How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, not bad. Not too bad. Now the fog's gone.
Oh, isn't it much better?
Yeah,
and
it's lovely today as well.
So what were you doing down there? Just shooing birds?
There's a pheasant right on the runway on the reef, so really
right.
sat there. And as soon as they get freaked out, obviously they lift.
Yeah.
So I don't want to deal with a pheasant going
No,
into engines.
no,
They're quite a stocky bird as well.
That's right. It's only going to cause damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a group of crows and a pheasant. So I thought if I let off a few shots, then they'll be pushed away.
Fantastic. Yeah. I haven't heard some of those noises before, and
really?
yeah, I was just I'd say because I got a live stream going. I was just saying, almost sounds like someone snoring down there out loud. That's a new one for me.
Yeah. You're streaming now then?
Yeah.
You've missed a bit of the rush, but I mean, if you were here about an hour ago, you wouldn't have been able to see the runway. So.
Yeah. I mean, we switched on as soon as it became visible, really. But I've been here since 5 o'clock because my wife was heading out to Venice. So I thought, what a great opportunity to get her going out and do a live stream, but of course couldn't see anything. So, and then you get a little bit of a teaser going, you see a bit of runway, then it just disappear again and engulfed in it.
It should stay like this until hopefully this kind of moves off and the rest of the haze will get burnt off by the sun. It should be nice to see again.
Yeah. I mean, the temperature's just gone right up. It's freezing earlier. Thought it was a good idea to come in shorts and t-shirt, obviously. Great idea.
You're dressed for 1 o'clock, but it's not 1 o'clock yet. Oh well, enjoy.
Thank you. Yeah. So I saw earlier the fire engines going up and down. Is that just routine procedure?
I can't exactly remember how often they do it, but they do speed runs because they're diesel vehicles.
Right.
So
Okay.
instead of idling all the time, they get a proper run, and then we'll go on and do our inspection in case anything's been churned up.
Oh, right. That's interesting to know.
Yeah, they do. Maybe it's once a week. Maybe it's every 2 weeks.
Lucky to catch it today, then.
yeah, lucky shot. And they'll select the vehicles. They kind of rotate them through the ones they're taking out.
Yeah.
Through the fleet. And yeah, we just follow them.
Fantastic.
Have you got tower frequency on there at all? Or?
No radios. No. Unfortunately not. But
Quiet for a little bit now.
yeah, definitely a bit of a lull now. I mean, it was a shame to miss all the the action earlier because I could hear them.
Yeah.
Could see them on flight radar.
Yeah,
just
I can
couldn't.
promise you they were there.
Yeah, they were there. Really, they were. That's awesome. So, what kind of stuff are you doing during the day normally, other than obviously making sure it's safe?
So we've got this part is range duty.
Right.
So this will be basically any wildlife. It's wildlife on the runway, safeguarding from any hazards, anything we found on the runway. That'd be us to inspect it. And then the opposite side of that, we'd then work on the ramp.
Right.
On like an apron duty, and we'll just go out, making sure everyone's safe, compliant, no one's speeding around.
Checking out anything hasn't fallen out of a suitcase.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's that pheasant.
Is it? He's noisy, isn't he?
Well, they do in that wood down there. They do shoots.
Oh, right.
So they have a load of pheasants. But
I heard shooting earlier. I wasn't sure if it was,
was
one of you guys, firing some off or.
They do that, and then it gets brought towards us.
Yeah.
So basically, lining the fences is a load of pheasants because they've been pushed for safety.
Right.
But granted, we don't want to kill them like they do. We still can't have them on the land because they're so chunky.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
so many issues. So,
Yeah, I can
lot
only
of
imagine they'd lead to mass destruction if they go for an engine or something. Yeah.
Right, okay, crack on.
Yeah, thanks for your time. Really appreciate that bit of insight. Thank you.
Are you on YouTube? Or?
Yeah, it's.
Airplane video guy. All
There
right.
you go.
Check it out.
You can watch it back later.
I'm on break.
There you go. Cheers, buddy. You have a good one. All right. Oh, what a legend that guy was. Nice to, to have people the other side of the fence actually reach out to you and happy to chat. So that was brilliant. I don't know if you guys heard all that, but it was just a nice bit of insight into what they're doing around the airport, keeping it safe. Problem with pheasants. You've got local guys trying to hunt pheasants, and these guys are trying to keep the pheasants out and keeping the airfield safe. But I didn't get his name, unfortunately. But if you are watching later, my name's Stu, and it was great to meet you, so thanks for that. Onka, £10 super chat. You gave us a super chat the other day as well. Thank you very much, buddy. That's really, really kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, he was a super nice and friendly guy. So if you didn't hear any of that, so his job is obviously just making sure the airfield's safe. He's checking the perimeter, make sure there's no dangers on the runway. He was involved with that position with the fire engines, and he was just letting me know then. Of course, if you didn't hear that, so I apologise if I'm just regurgitating stuff, but he was just give us a bit of an insight into why they were flying up and down the runway, and that was because they're diesel engines and they don't want to keep them idling all the time, and it's a good chance to blow out the cobwebs and put the foot down without any aircraft to deal with. But that's something they do once or twice a week, so great to see that today. Brilliant stuff. But he would be up generally around the perimeter, up this end of the runway, and also down the other end and around the apron, just making sure there's no danger to any of the aircraft or the operations here. So maybe he'll give us a wave or a toot when he goes past later on. But not the kind of insight you normally get from an airfield. So yeah, whatever his name was, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. That's amazing. Thank you, Wonka. That's really kind of you, buddy. Thanks a lot. So, yeah, I was saying just beyond the solar array in front of us here, and just beyond there to the right, we've got all the GA aircraft, BizJets, and we've also got, just trying to remember what the company's name was, who run and supply and service the medical helicopters who will go out and search and rescue all kind of bits and pieces like that. Seen those go in and out many times before. But we do get some military stuff in here. Like I said before, you get some touch and goes, refueling, and you can see anything really from Airbus Voyagers, C-17 Globemasters, A400 Atlases, and I've seen the red arrows here as well quite a few times. The airport itself is going through some expansion, and the last time I actually come to this airport, obviously I wouldn't be able to show it right now because it's the other side of the terminal. Massive infrastructure changes going on. It used to be very much a terminal and a car park across the road. You could walk up to the front doors, walk in, get on your aircraft and go. Now it's more like a fully functioning airport. You've got NCP car parks. You can't get to the front of the airport anymore. And of course they charge you the earth to drop people off. I think it was something like $8.50 this morning, which I think's got to be up there with probably the most expensive drop off. I mean, if any of you guys have had a more expensive drop off charge than that, then let me know. But I think that was $8.50. More expensive than Heathrow anyway. Yeah, Ken, no, I haven't seen the red arrows yet either. I was hoping to see them at Riyadh, but of course that's been cancelled, unfortunately. And they also made an announcement the last couple of days, I think I've got this right, due to engine wear on those on the aircraft. They're actually reducing the amount and number of aircraft and formations this year, which is a real shame to hear. I remember after the pandemic, and there was some issues with some of the crew. They reduced the numbers of oh, there we go. We got Airside finding something on the runway, I think. Yeah, there was issues with the numbers of red arrows. Then there was less of them, and it's not the same unless you see them in the full set. Doing those routines, it's just not the same. But hopefully we will see them again. I'm sure they're at some other air shows this year around the country, but they obviously won't be at Riyadh. Hi Daniel, good to see you here today. I hope you're doing well. If you are new to the channel today, my name is Stu. I'm Airplane Video Guy, normally streaming from Heathrow. But I'm at Bristol today. This is actually one of my local airports. I'm actually based just north of here. My wife was actually flying out to Venice this morning, so I thought it would be a great opportunity to catch her going out Unfortunately, fog was took control this morning, and I think we've been on air the best part of an hour, and I've been our first visibility of the airport, really. Even up until the last minute, you could barely see the threshold just to my left. But yeah, as I said, Bristol's changed a lot over the years. It's more like a full-on commercial airport. I mean, it used to be called an international airport, and you used to be able to fly to North America. I've flown to New York and Orlando from here, and you used to see the likes of Continental back before its merger with United. They used to fly their 757s over here. And then, of course, that seemed to almost dwindle down over time, and it's just really European and UK flights from this airport. Did anyone else have tickets to Riyadh this year at Fairford? Again, that's very local to me. It's about 30 miles away from me. I wouldn't mind dropping in there and just having a look to see what's going on. There's been a lot of coverage of it, so it didn't almost seem relevant to really pop in when so many other people are doing it. But it'd be great to see the Bones taking off or landing. And see and even the B-52s, they are something else. To see them going up, especially if you've got a nice crosswind. They've got a very narrow set of bogey wheels on them. So any turns, because they've got such wide wings, carrying all the fuel, etc., any tight turns, they would just tip over. So they've got these very narrow set of bogey wheels, and to try and counteract any sudden movements left and right, they actually turn in both sets of bogies, front and rear, both turn in the same direction. So if there is a crosswind down the runway, they actually crabs almost sideways. I've actually got a video on the channel from many years ago of one going out from Fairford, and it was literally going sideways down the runway. A bit like an old Land Rover. The axles, they kind of move from left to right, still going in the same direction, but it looks like they're crabbing. Amazing stuff. Yeah, gutted about Riyadh. It's a great show, and it's good for the local businesses, and it's just a good opportunity for a load of people to get together and have a bit of fun together and nerd out a bit, or take the family out. And a good chance to get with your mates, have a few beers, flip some burgers, get some good quality merch, meet some great people who have flown in from around the world, go and meet crews, and just have a good day out. So yeah. Hey, Retreat Blade, good to see you in the stream. Yeah. I mean, they are very expensive now, unfortunately. There's actually for Riyadh specifically, there's some great locations around the airfield which aren't actually on site during the show, where you can just pitch a tent if you want to, or bring a car, if you got a gas barbecue or cold barbecue, whatever, bring that along, fire it up and watch from the neighbouring fields. That's almost just as good. You can't be being right up front there on the threshold where they're landing and taking off and doing the displays, but it's his next best thing, and it's obviously a fraction of the price. And I know there's a couple of places nearby. I'm just trying to think of the one we would normally go to, one of the farms nearby. Just trying to think what the name of it is. I can't think what it is. But you pay per vehicle rather than person. So if you fill a car full of people, it works out next to nothing to go in there. sorry, Onk, I just saw your message there. My surname's Thomas. I'm not sure if you guys follow me on the socials, but I actually had my leaving due for my previous job on Thursday, and the company I worked for 24 years, long time, amazing company. They actually treated me to a day out at Cotswold Airport on the British Airways 747 Negus, and it was absolutely insane. I can't recommend it high enough. If you're around there on days where you can visit the aircraft, which I think are weekends, it's well worth it. It's such a cool place to be. You can have a good look around, get up in the cockpit. They've got the BA's first class on there, so if you want to treat yourself and lie in a lie flat seat and test that out, you can do. They've got the older business class, which is still in commercial aviation at the moment, but it's slowly being removed for the new kind of pod styles with the sliding doors. But amazing. I mean, you can look around the RB211s. I had a sitting inside one of the cowlings, the one in front of the fan blades. You know, of course, I had to touch the fan blade. But load of fun, and it's a great place to be. I mean, there's so much going on up there. Oh yeah, Tino, I did enjoy myself, along with a lot of alcohol as well. So I did that for 24 years, and this is what I'm doing now. I want to do something I'm really passionate about equally, and share it with you guys as well, because, you know, I've got a few stories to tell, and, you know, like all of you, you're all into this kind of thing, so it's great to be around like-minded people. So, you know, your likes, your subscriptions to the channels really means a lot, and really helps with the channel and trying to progress it, because I want to get it into an established channel, and I want to try and bring as much content to everyone, both at the smaller airports like your Bristols, the Birmingham like we were at a couple of weeks ago, and obviously Heathrow, and abroad as well, like Florida, you know, in Florida, Orlando, Tampa, Miami as well, and share that all with you. Yeah, well, I am small, unfortunately, so they did seem rather large. But even just like walking underneath them, you can touch the cowling, you can sit inside them, have a good look around. You can look around the gear, you can see the great big brake discs, you can see up in the undercarriage. I mean, you can just go everywhere. Cockpit was pretty awesome. And I also had some time. It was just by absolute fluke. The same day, a guy flew into the airport who's a BA captain. So I had a little bit of time with him, had a few chats. He took me through, you know, cold start up in the cockpit, amongst a few other bits and pieces. And I have his details now. So hopefully stay in touch with him, and maybe even have an opportunity, or maybe stoke an opportunity with BA, or whether it's with him direct in the future. Yes, I do remember you, Onka. I do remember you. Yeah, you're damn right. So great to see you in the stream. Thanks for the super chats. That was awesome. But yeah, so that BA captain who I met, who came on the aircraft, he actually flew that aircraft, not into Cotswold obviously, but he's got history with it, so, you know, it's a bit of nostalgia for him. He's actually a captain on a Dreamliner now, and it was just interesting to ask some questions, you know. Of course, the standard, which aircraft's your favourite, because he told me he flew the 767, 777, Dreamliner, all the Boeing products. but I'd love to know from you guys, what is your favourite aircraft to fly on? If you've flown on one anywhere in the world, wherever you've been, or anywhere you haven't been on one, what's your ideal aircraft to fly on, and why as well? I got fond memories of being on 757s. I've been fortunate to fly them from the UK and also in the States as well. And they are pocket rockets. They are a lot of fun to travel on. But I have to say, the A350 and the A380, phenomenal pieces of kit. Yeah, Louise, 380 is just it's just something else to fly on. Very, very quiet. Turbulence doesn't seem to be such an issue on them, and they're just big. They're interesting. There's loads of stuff. You can walk round them, both decks. Those 4 engines, those Trent 900s, stunning aircraft. But the A350 was something else to travel on. Just a beautiful aircraft. The A340s, all variants, 3s, 4s, 600s, very elegant, stunning. Was never lucky enough to get on any tri-engines, unfortunately. I'd love to have had an opportunity to fly on one, but they were, when I started flying, they were either on a route for cargo or with an airline, which we just didn't have in the UK. But I remember used to seeing them fly out of Heathrow and seeing TriStars at Bryce Norton. Oh yeah, 727s, yeah. Funny enough, when I was at Cotswold Airport, I did a video from there about 8 years ago with a guy who owned ASI, Air Salvage International, and he was taking me through all the bits and pieces, because it's end of life stuff. They break up the engines, not the engines, sorry, they break up the aircraft, recycle what they can for it, donate it to special causes like cockpits, that sort of thing. Taking me around the engines, obviously they asset strip them, whether it's the lessor or the airline itself, they strip out all the valuable assets. That'll be things like engines, it'll be things like windshields, anything with real extreme value, really. Windows, not cockpit windows, but fuselage windows, doors, seats, not really too much attention to them, but anything of value. And he actually had a 727 on site. And he took us on board, let us have a look round, and he was like, "Do you want me to fire up the APU?" I was like, "Go on then." Why not? It was insane. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I dread to think how much that probably cost him in fuel just to fire that up. But yeah, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, VC10, yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, 737 short haul. They are the backbone of short haul, aren't they? Them and the A320 families. I'd love to have a go on a 748 just to see what those Gen X engines are like. Any 747. I've been fortunate to fly on a few different 747s. The 200s, which Virgin used to have. And I'm not sure if you remember them, that companies who specialise with Florida Travel City Direct. Do you remember them? Flew on some of theirs, and obviously BA's and Virgin's latest 747-400s. And I think the last 747 I flew on was the BOAC livery over to Chicago, which was just brilliant. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. Louis, I don't actually. I haven't got any membership platforms set up for the channel at the moment, just because it's so much in its infancy, and I don't feel it's right to try and ask people to be a member of something which is just so young. But it is something I'm thinking of, and it's definitely something I will, you know, hopefully introduce in the future. But I want to try and get some stuff under my belt first and make sure everyone's, you know, on board with it and, you know, happy to support it as well. I know a lot of people just want to watch this stuff in the background. They don't want to get too involved too much, and I don't want to, you know, ruin that for anyone at all. Onka again. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to come and see you at this, right? Thank you very much, buddy. That's really kind of you. Did anyone have a favourite 747 of BA's centenary liveries? So finally we do have some movement on the ground. Great to see one of Ryanair's 738s heading out next. Yeah, so obviously been at Cotswold the last couple of days. That was the 747 they have there is obviously one of their centenary liveries. That was the Negus. They also did the Landor, BA and Boac as well. No worries, Lee. Thanks for asking. It's good to ask the questions, and to be fair, I haven't really mentioned it either. So. Frederick, good to see you in the stream. Good to meet you, Bloke in the Height. Oh yes, of course, yeah. How are you doing, buddy? You all right? I've been really fortunate to meet some lovely people around aviation in the last couple of weeks. Both people who have approached me and, you know, the guy we spoke to earlier, the airside ops. I mean, how often do you get airside ops come up to the fence and have a casual chat with you over the fence? Fantastic, isn't it? Oh yeah, Ken, definitely, yeah. What's your thoughts on their centenary livery? Right, so we've got Ryanair heading out next to Faro. A few flights in and out from Faro this morning. Must be a popular place to head to this time of year. But we've got airside ops just in front of us here. I can actually hear those pheasants behind me. Like I said, Bristol's very rural. Sorry about that fence, guys, it's annoying. I could probably move the pickup a little bit further up the path here, which would probably give me a better view. Nearly got the gear retraction on that one. It's getting better. It's getting better. Just going to change the filter on this. It might go a little bit darker, but do not worry. Sun Express that arrived earlier from Antalya. I'm sure that'll be heading out very, very shortly. Door's still open on that one. Thanks, Frederick. That's brilliant, and nice to talk to you earlier. That was really cool. So we've got EasyJet on pushback further down the airfield. Yeah, Ken, it's not one that I haven't kind of grown to like yet. I mean, I get what they're doing and everything. I think it's very hard to understand what it is. I think it's easier to see it on the larger aircraft. I think it looks great on the 747 and the A380, but on the A320s, I think it's just a bit more difficult to see what's going on with it. But in terms of liveries, though, best place to see liveries is over in the States. Some great liveries, even on the lower cost airlines, Frontiers, your Southwests. Yeah, some great stuff out there. I mean, we saw some bits when we were out in Orlando a couple of weeks ago. Just makes it a bit more interesting. Yeah, I agree, Tina. On the larger frames, it works quite well. You can see what it is. On the smaller aircrafts, it almost looks like an incomplete paint job. A bit weird to explain, but that isn't me singing. There's a car just in front of me. This is a bit of a spotter area. People will pull over here and watch aircraft going in and out and bring their kids up, and they're in their element. So we've got a car in front of me and they're enjoying themselves. So if you hear singing, it's not me. I'm not that good, actually. So we have got an incoming aircraft, so this EasyJet, when it does make it to the active, will hold short. We've got one of KLM's Embraer E190s due in on that short hop from Amsterdam. We have a few of those go in and out from Bristol every day, as we do with Aer Lingus, even Air France as well. Quite a few shuttle runs, a bit like we got at Heathrow, not quite as intense as Heathrow, because I think the Dublin route is one of the busiest routes out of there behind JFK. Peekaboo, great to see you here. Oh, where are you heading off to?
Morning, airplane video guy. Hiya.
Morning, fellas, you alright?
Yeah, good.
So this spotting area is also a very popular area for cyclists, and it is a bit like the Tour de France through here this morning. Loads of cyclists, and nice to get a nod. So we've got another EasyJet with transponder on. That one heading out to Olbia. Not familiar with that destination. Anyone know where in Europe that is? We've got the incoming Embraer of KLM on finals. Beautiful jet. I like the E2 version with the bigger cannons on each wing. But stunning colours of KLM. Hear those brakes? So we've got EasyJet just jumping on the active now. And we've got another one taxiing down behind it. You can hear those CFM 56s like chainsaws. Nearly got the gear retraction on that one. We're getting there. A lot of love from Ken for the KLM. If you are new to the stream, my name is Stu. I'm obviously airplane video guy. Thanks for tuning in and spending your Saturday morning with me. I shall be here for probably another hour-ish. I was hoping to be live a lot earlier this morning. My wife actually flew out of this airport to Venice this morning, so I've been here very early. It was dark when I got here, but unfortunately cloud hasn't and fog hasn't been on our side. But thanks for joining me this morning. The best way you can support the channel, if you want to support me, is to like the stream and obviously share it if you can to anywhere you feel you're comfortable to share with. And of course a subscription to the channel would be amazing as well. And obviously if you want to be like Onka who's watching with us, any super chats are also very, very welcome as well. Yeah, indeed, the mighty Embraer. So the airport this morning when I arrived was absolutely full at the terminal. You've obviously got the gates you can see in front of you there, which run all the way down the main terminal, but lots of remote stands here at Bristol. I don't think there's any bridges anymore. There may be still a couple still in use, but most aircraft are using stairs. But certainly behind where this KLM Embraer is, there's lots of remote stands behind there, and you've kind of got aircraft, one forward facing, one reverse facing, to squeeze them all in. So EasyJet heading up to the Active to head out next. That one heading to Olbia. I still don't know where that is. I might be able to find out very, very quickly. Right, Sardinia, Italy. That's a new one for me. This is actually quite nice filming from Bristol. It's a bit more laid back and casual. Obviously Heathrow, there's something to look at every second. If it's something not arriving, it's something leaving, it's something on the ground. There's always something going on. So nice to have time to actually chat, have a look on flight radar to see what's going in and out. Have a good chat with you really more than anything. Like that magic, they're gone. But definitely warming up here, which I'm very grateful for. So Sun Express has got the doors closed, stairway is gone. I'm sure that one will be heading out very, very shortly. Maybe a route back to Turkey and Antalya. David Hardy, good to see you in the stream this morning. Hope you're doing okay. Great to have you here. So with a bit of luck, we'll get this Sun Express on pushback. As we get closer to lunchtime, unfortunately I won't be able to stay here that long. I've got some bits and pieces to do with my daughter's, some things which we've got pre-booked. But normally first thing in the morning, very, very busy here. Lunchtime, very, very busy. You get a lot more aircraft at this end of the airfield on remote stands. You get a nice close-up action going on. And also around sort of the rush hour of tea time as well. Or something heavy going overhead at the moment. It's just a shame I've got this cloud base above me, because you get a lot of transatlantic traffic going over the top here. That was, just trying to see what that was. That was actually a KLM Dreamliner heading to Lima. But yeah, loads of transatlantic stuff going over here. You get generally a lot of the stuff from Heathrow, Gatwick. Very tranquil and peaceful here. If you need time out and just somewhere peaceful with some interesting stuff to look at, and hearing some aircraft fly around Bristol's just absolutely perfect. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm just going to spin you guys around for a second. I was talking about the Severn Estuary, which runs behind Bristol Airport. You can just about start to see it now. On a very, very clear day, you can see all the estuary. You can even see as far as Wales, if you want to see that far. But absolutely stunning, especially when you've got the sunshine on the hills around here. Beautiful place to come up and spot from, even if you just want some, like I said, a bit of quiet time. But Sun Express looks like it's about to head out shortly. See a bit of tug action in a minute. So we have got an incoming aircraft about 9 minutes out, EasyJet from Geneva. Currently just under 10,000 feet. So 10,000 feet, seat belts on, landing lights on. That one's ready to come in shortly. That one just 8 minutes out. But Sun Express looks like it's about to head out shortly. Fuel trucks are gone. The honey truck's gone. Stairs are gone, doors are closed. More cyclists. These guys got a support vehicle. That's a commitment for you. Louise, what was the 737 we saw in Orlando? Sun something. Livery's not too far away from each other. Obviously, the one we saw in Orlando was bright orange. It was like inverted, orange and blue. I can't think what their name was now. Was it Sun and County or something like that? I can't think what they were called now. More 737s. Oh, we've got a lovely 747-8 Cargo Lux just about to go over us, just north of us from here. That would have been lovely to have caught going over. Did anyone catch the new Alaska Dreamliner? Alaskan Dreamliner at Heathrow yesterday on its inaugural. That was good to see another carrier from over the pond coming over to Heathrow. Something different to see. That would have been nice to have seen, but obviously I was too busy having fun in the Negus at Cotswold Airport, and I know which one I'd prefer to be around. So we've got EasyJet from Geneva just a few minutes out. Still no movement from that Sun Express, but it looks closed up and ready to go. Believe it or not, that KLM arrived just a short while ago. That one is actually due to go out in 7 minutes' time. I mean, if they can turn that aircraft round and get out on time, I'd be absolutely amazed. Yeah, that was it, Webber. Yeah, I think it was Sunwings. It was Sun something, and they turned it around right in front of us, next to the Virgin 350. Where is Bristol located? So if you want, just trying to think the best way to explain it. It's about, as the crow flies, it's about 100 miles straight west of London. Yeah, this is the southwest, biggest and major airport, outside of Birmingham and obviously Gatwick and Heathrow and Manchester. Not quite as busy as Stansted, but it's probably the busiest outside of those. Diane, good to see you from Queensland. I'm assuming that must be very late at night right now for you. But great to see you here. So we've got EasyJet from Geneva just a minute away. We'll get her coming in very, very shortly. So EasyJet just 1,000 feet from the ground, but can't see her just yet. So still that low level cloud hanging around Bristol. There we go, there she is. So engine's throttled right back. They could probably actually coast this bit up here because it is elevated, and they do roll down the hill a little bit. But I believe it's normal procedure to shut down one of those engines and taxi just on the one. See that a lot at Heathrow with the wide bodies. Thanks, Louise. Yeah, if anyone's new here, a like obviously would mean the world, and a subscription to the channel would be absolutely tops too. Long old taxi down to the other end of the airfield. EasyJet do tend to be either down that end or at the top end where it passed first. Most of that journey down to that other end of the airport, I mean, most of it's downhill. You could probably just coast most of that. Right, bear with me 1 second, guys. Just grabbing a drink. I see sunshine illuminating that orange and white fuselage. Can we get 2 more likes, guys? That'd be amazing. Let's get to, where are we at now? Oh, someone's got some banging tunes around here. I hope it's not Frederick in the Airside ops. Yay, there we go. Well done, everyone. Might be asking too much to get to 100 by the time we finish here today, but thanks for everyone for the support, really appreciate it. Practically no wind here at the moment. If we look over at the sock, it's about as limp as it's going to get. But definitely warming up, which is nice. Definitely helping me with my shorts and t-shirt. So that Sun Express is being pushed back. So we do have another inbound aircraft, which is just over a minute out, just over a couple of thousand feet, which is one of EasyJet's Glasgow to Bristol routes. Again, another shuttle route up to Scotland. Of course, they've got the Edinburgh route as well. We've also got a helicopter showing up on flight radar. That's one of those medical helicopters I was talking to you about earlier on. One of the Airbus H135s. That's showing up with a transponder, so we might get a bit of helicopter coming out and above us. So that Sun Express looks like they're moving it to perhaps another stand. I can't see on flight radar where it's due to go to, so I can only assume that's just relocating the aircraft into an alternative position. Oh no, it's transponder's on. It's heading back to Antalya. Oh, thanks, Louise. National Grid helicopter. Okay. So it's Sun Express finally on the move. So got Bombardier Challenger on the active, heading out next. Heading to Bangor. Thanks, Louise. Yeah, it's about a 4-hour-ish flight over to Turkey. So we've got KLM also heading out as well. Oh yeah, it's going to be nice and warm in Turkey, isn't it? Always is. Although I think May time is the start of their holiday season. I think I've been there in April before and it was pretty chilly. But yeah, May should be nice and toasty there. So we've got a Ryanair 737-8 MAX incoming just a couple of minutes out from Lanzarote, operated by Malta Air, which is a subsidiary of Ryanair. Morning Ash, good to see you in the stream, hope you're doing well. So we've got Sun Express holding short for that arriving Ryanair. EasyJet just heading to remote stand. I'm sure they will quickly turn that aircraft around. Just waiting for the landing lights of that Ryanair due in next from Lanzarote. Thanks, Ash. Yeah, it's always good to show all the airports we've got to offer, not just in the UK, but overseas as well. They've all got their own little character, all their little quirks. So Sun Express lining up on the active, ready to go out next. Just waiting for that Ryanair to hop off the active. Lovely sunshine now, really illuminating the surroundings and of course the fuselage and livery of these aircraft. You can see that amazing backdrop of southwest England, and in the background there, if you can really see across the estuary, you have Wales. Just like that, puff gone from the low cloud base here at Bristol. We'll follow that Ryanair in back into the terminal. I think that was just stopping right in front of us. You can see all the gear out on the ground ready to intercept this Lanzarote flight. I'm sure very, very full on a Saturday at the beginning of half term. Just about hear those Leap 1B engines. Like a wasp. That Sun Express is doing a full circle around us as it heads over the Med towards Turkey. There's a few gaps in the clouds above me, so I might be able to get it going over, but by the time I zoom in and focus, it's probably going to be passing. So of course we're going to see a load of sun-drenched passengers getting off that Ryanair 737-800 MAX. Hey Carl, good to see you in the stream from Dublin. Fantastic, great to see you here. Okay Louise, no worries. Speaking of the Max, Boeing really starting to pump out those Maxes now over in North America. Obviously we've got a lot of them here. We've got a lot of airlines who use them. Ryanair, obviously one of the biggest over here, probably in Europe. But being over in North America, you can just see how many airlines have got them over there. The likes of United, Southwest, Delta, American. Hey Vicky, good to see you here from Kenya. Fantastic, great to see you in the stream. Carl and Vicky, have you got any favourite airlines, specific liveries or aircraft types? Let us know in the comments. Great to get to know everyone and what kind of things they enjoy, what you like, maybe what you don't like. We've already had a discussion earlier about the centenary livery for Lufthansa and how I think we all mutually think it looks great on their large wide bodies, but not as good on their smaller aircraft. Yeah, I should have guessed that one. You got a favourite aircraft type though? I do love the 330, the A330s, which they run over to North America. Shame they're not running from Manchester anymore. I've flown with them over to North America before, so that's a shame. Morning, Alison. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining us. Right, bear with me, guys. Just grabbing a drink. I'll leave you to gaze upon those sun-drenched holidaymakers off that Lanzarote flight. Fuel trucks in, catering's in. Buses are lining up. Yeah, it's a great spot, Ash, and this is actually quiet at the moment. It's normally, especially if you come here during the rush hour, so first thing in the morning, around lunchtime, around sort of between 5 and 6, it gets quite busy here. And most of the aircraft you do get here are generally 737s, A320 family. Embraers, but we do get the TUI Dreamliner in here occasionally. Oh, listen to that. All you can hear is birds, nature and planes. It's not bad, is it? And the occasional cyclist or runner sweating and panting. Oh yeah, Carl, yeah, we get the ATRs in. Yeah, it's probably not far from EDI, although in Edinburgh you do get the transatlantic stuff in there as well, which is quite cool. Question, Vicky. Vicky's asking what are your thoughts on the job market for pilots in the next 5 years. I would personally say it's only going to continue to rise. There's so many airlines still waiting for new aircraft, and they're holding on to the old aircraft. So I've got to assume that we need more and more pilots. I know that some airlines haven't been quite as fortunate, and we've lost some. But I think we're always in a short supply of pilots. Right, guys, we are into the final 15 minutes. I'd love to stay here longer, especially as the lunchtime rush will be coming up shortly. But I have got some commitments I've got to get to. I was trying to stream nice and early this morning, so we had loads of time here. But I do have to get back. But thank you to everyone who's joined me this morning. All your comments, super chats. Really appreciate everyone being here. And I will catch you again very soon. Now I'm due to be at Heathrow tomorrow, so if you want some more airside action, join me at Heathrow. And we've got an extra stream in the week. We're doing Tuesday and Thursday. Thursday is going to be from Birmingham. So if you saw me at Birmingham, which was only a short stint, we've got some more of that, which is coming up on Thursday. Yeah, Tina, you probably could see Barry from here, to be fair. Yeah, more or less. Thanks, Webbo. Appreciate that, mate. If you are new here, a like to the stream would be amazing. And if you're enjoying this, subscription to the channel would be pretty good as well. Yeah, I'd like to go over to Dublin at some point. You get a lovely array of aircraft and airlines there, both European and from North America. Oh, you're welcome, Tina. Glad you enjoyed it. Tell you what, I bet they turned that Ryanair aircraft around quicker than the Alaska over in Orlando, which we kind of loosely timed. So we have got another arriving aircraft just a couple of minutes away, just over 2,000 feet from Girona. That's one of Jet2's 737-800s. We'll get her coming in just in a couple of minutes. Oh, they're getting China Eastern. That's brilliant. Yeah, Alison, I'll definitely be at Bristol again. Thanks, Ash. Much appreciated, buddy. Yeah, you're guaranteed a nice and chilled one at Bristol. Even Birmingham as well. Heathrow's a bit more manic, so I will pre-warn you about Heathrow. It is very much one thing down, one thing up. And loads of stuff going on the ground. Morning, you're right.
It's on YouTube. Yeah.
Live now.
Pardon?
Live now.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Have you been there for the past couple of weeks?
There
was one I did see on there. I didn't see who it was.
Or here today, or
no, there was one from Bristol Airport. I think they was over at Felton Common.
Yes, yeah, that's probably
about 3 or 4 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, I know who they are. That's Sean. Great guy. He normally streams down here quite often, so you'll probably see him quite often.
Yeah, when I go on YouTube, I see it on there sometimes.
That's it.
Because on Virgin Media, unfortunately, it broke down last night.
The
box.
No, that's not good.
6-month-old box. It's knackered.
Yeah, a lot of them are reconditioned, aren't they?
Pardon?
A lot of them are reconditioned, the boxes, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what the last one said. When I had it reconditioned about 6 months ago. And I had it on Sky last night, watching some of the F1, the qualifying. And bloody thing froze.
There you go, there's that beautiful backdrop. So they're coming in on 27s at the moment, but when they're going out on 9s, and they're sat at the threshold there with that backdrop, on a good day with clear weather, beautiful. And a nice downward hill from the top of the threshold, and there shouldn't be any reason why they're not coasting on one engine. Yeah, it's a cracking view, guys, isn't it? Crew already on the ground. So Lanzarote flight is boarding already. Let's go over to that one.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you when he was
That's
filming.
all right.
Yeah, a bloody box, 6-month-old days.
Oh, it's rubbish, isn't it?
And it froze last night, and on the phone to them, and yeah, been with them 26 years, Virgin Media.
Yeah.
I would have thought that they would have done their utmost and come out as soon as possible. But cut a long story short, they won't come out till next Friday. They wanted to supply the box by post and then call out a technician the next day. I said, well, why can't you do it for when they got the box? They, like last time, they bring the box out, fit it, because it's not just a case of fitting it; it's all got to be programmed and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just unbelievable.
It's a massive inconvenience, especially when you haven't got access to anything on TV. Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking of Sky now. I don't know what Sky are like, but yeah, I think you can still get YouTube on Sky, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you should be able to.
It, I think.
Yeah, it's just an app.
Who've got Sky, so I'll get them find out their opinions and show me what you can get. You know?
Yeah, it's always healthy to have a look around, isn't it?
Down to the packages, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to miss YouTube. I'm on that a lot. I think I'm on that 70-80% of the time rather than watching the normal TV.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are now, aren't they?
When I watch a lot of car programs.
Yeah.
You know, Cash and,
it's good stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
It's all good stuff.
Yeah, well, you find stuff you really want to watch, don't you? Rather than
crap.
You're almost kind of putting up with.
Yeah, it's just rubbish.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, all this dated business and well, there's so much stuff on there. Okay, some people like it, but the younger generation, no. But no, like I say, I've watched quite a few on YouTube. The chaps like yourself.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. I'll make sure you subscribe to mine.
Yeah, playing video. Guys. I've got to write that down so that I know who you are.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you go all over the country, do you?
Yeah. Heathrow, Birmingham, Bristol. I was in Orlando.
Where are you actually based? Where do you come from?
I'm actually based in Gloucestershire, so
you're not too far, then.
I'm right in the middle of a triangle of Heathrow, Birmingham, and Bristol.
You just do this for leisure, or?
No, I do it full time.
full-time?
Yeah, absolutely love it. So it's a new venture for me. So
So as regards to being paid, the subscribers who subscribe to the channel,
it's mainly ad revenue through YouTube. So when you get your adverts pop out, that's where your revenue comes from, or membership subscriptions.
Yeah. No, obviously I think you've been out there a few times. You enjoy coming out here.
Love it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely love it.
Okay,
could easily spend.
It's not like Heathrow and a place like that, is it?
Yeah, well, it's quite nice that it's a lot calmer. You've got time to talk to people who are in the chat. You've got time to look at your radar apps. You've got time to think about things. Heathrow is, it's frantic sometimes.
It's the same with London as well. London Central Airport, is it?
You've got London City.
London City.
Yeah, you've got Gatwick.
I've watched that a few times as well.
Yeah.
But like you say, it's nice to come out and still busy, but obviously not to the place.
It's just nice to have variety, isn't it? And I guess going on what you're saying about YouTube, you get that variety. You can watch whatever you want, can't you?
Yeah, it's going to start getting busy shortly, isn't it? It's around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock it starts.
Lunchtime rush. Yeah, I was here really early this morning, but it was too foggy.
Funny enough, last year I came up early on a few occasions because they all stacked up about 6 o'clock, aren't they?
Yeah.
6 till 8. I think at the most they got about 39, 40 planes, but in the space of 6 till 8.
Yeah, it's very, very busy. Yeah, which for an airport this size is very busy.
Yeah.
But it's great though. It's good to see.
What do you think of the expansion plans?
Oh, it's great. I think it's brilliant. It's
obviously a lot of the locals aren't up for it.
Yeah, it's, in anything you do, there's always going to be a trade-off, unfortunately. Yeah. And I appreciate that people who live nearby, it's not going to be what they want.
It's more investor in the area, jobs and the airport in general. I mean, people have, since COVID, have more and more want to get away, don't they? And obviously with Bristol, the most busiest place in the southwest and further beyond, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, if Bristol don't do it, someone else will. So
look at Gatwick or Heathrow, but they want another runway, don't they? Yeah. I think what they're all up in arms about is expanded over onto Felton Common over there, aren't they? Where they're going to put the structures. Yeah,
I mean that could potentially be an issue, but I mean there's the time to have those conversations and work out something that works, hopefully for everyone. But the nation's growing. It needs the infrastructure, and like I say, if it doesn't get it here, it will go somewhere else.
That's it.
So,
and I should imagine that they'll have to turn around and reroute the road again.
Yeah.
Unless they want to do a high up structure like Hong Kong, that sort of thing. But it's and not only that, planes are getting more. They're not zero emissions, nothing like that, but they're far better than they used to be, aren't they?
No. Well, I've travelled in and out of here in the days where you had like the North American carriers here, like Continental back then, and it was a very different beast. It looked like it was on a really great trajectory and that, and then of course a lot of that kind of fell through, and we're on the shorter routes now, Mediterranean, that kind of thing, Europe. It's great to see places grow. I think everywhere has to grow, because it will grow somewhere else if it doesn't grow here, unfortunately.
Demonstrating down there, hopefully they'll get the expansion.
We shall see.
12 million to 15 million a year. And they've just done a lot of work down there as regards to car parking and all that sort of
thing. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. I haven't actually been in there, but I've seen it on again on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, my wife flew out this morning, which is another reason why I'm here this morning. And I was here about I think the last time I was here must have been within a year, and within a year, it's changed dramatically over there. It's very, very different, but it looks great.
Yeah.
Looks nice and polished and organised. Not so many bollards everywhere.
I did on 2 occasions. I know shouldn't be doing it really, but I actually drove through the airport itself because I mean there were stop lights everywhere with all the construction going on, and I thought, Christ, this is going to be a big adventure. I mean, the multi-storey car park itself is
looks all very organised.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if they want to expand, they've got to do that sort of thing, haven't they? To
Absolutely.
try and get some capital on the car parks themselves.
That's it. I think they've done well to work with the space they've got, because they haven't got a lot of space. So. Anyway, I'm going to have to stop wrapping this up. But lovely to speak to you. What was your name, by the way? What was your name, by the way?
Brian.
Brian, nice to meet you. I'm Stuart.
Sure.
Very pleased to meet you.
I'll write that down when I get the car. So when I am back on YouTube again,
I'll be looking out for you in the next stream. We're looking in the comments. Where's Brian? Lovely to meet you.
And it's airport guy, isn't it?
Airplane video guy.
I'll write down.
Take care.
Bye then.
Hey Anthony, good to see you in the stream. North Somerset, not far away. Right guys, that is going to be it. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Shame it couldn't have been a longer stream, but unfortunately the fog and cloud got the better of us earlier today. But thanks for joining me. Tune in to tomorrow. I'll be at Heathrow tomorrow. I'll also be out on Tuesday, but I haven't confirmed where that's going to be just yet, and Thursday at Birmingham. And then we will return to the regular Sundays and Wednesdays. If you are new here, of course a like would be phenomenal, thank you for that, and a subscription also to the channel would be fantastic as well. But I shall leave you with this Ryanair while I just start packing up, and I shall see you all again hopefully very, very soon. Thank you very much, take care of yourselves and have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the sunshine, the bank holiday, and I shall see you very, 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 very soon. Take care guys, bye for now.